Okay, Libra. So in the center we have the Emperor reverse. So this is the energy that's kind of surrounding all of November. And so, the Emperor can always be like a very strong energy going on in your life that is very clear, very concise, ruling with a lot of knowledge. But in the reverse, we have somebody who still is ruling very clear and concise, but can tend to make the wrong decision. Also, this the Emperor has to do with real estate. So if you're trying to move, or if you're trying to buy a new house, or rent your house, or find a house to live in or rent, things could just be going a little helter-skelter, and you might not be able to like find what it is that you're looking for. Or if you do, it falls through, or if you get it, it could be kind of a lemon, So make sure that you are paying attention to the details, paying attention to all the small, finer things in all that you do. So this is saying don't just necessarily charge ahead because you feel like you just need to keep going, like a very Mars kind of energy. It means, okay, make sure that you have all your ducks in a row before doing that, and that it is the right choice for you. In the love sector, we have the Page of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and then the Queen of Discs reversed. So here, when we have those cards all together, you could be having a message come in. So the Page of Wands is often a fire sign, so that can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Kind of a younger energy, full of ideas, of know-how. It hasn't been bogged down by the bitterness of life. It still feels really excited about everything that's going on. And so you might be meeting this person. You could be this person. I have a feeling that this is somebody coming into your life, and that you actually are exuding the 10 of Wands more so, Libra. That you've just been working really hard, keeping your head down, that like the work never stops. Like you're just tired, you've been working at this love relationship for a long time, and it just doesn't feel like the work is worth it anymore. And then there's somebody in your life that is, optimistic and positive about where you guys are. Now, recognize that you can flip either one of these, so you could be either one of these situations. But the thing is that we have the Queen of Discs reversed. So this is not fulfilling one of the people in your relationship. Okay? So somebody is not being fulfilled. Somebody does not feel like they're getting everything that they need out of the relationship, and they're questioning whether or not they're supposed to be there. Okay? So that doesn't mean that it's going to end, but somebody is hesitant about how it's going. And I feel like it is the 10 of Wands energy, which I really truly do feel is you. That you're like, I'm working, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling that love and feeling. And I feel like you've been kind of dealing with this energy for some time. This is not a new relationship for you. This is almost the same thing, different day kind of feeling. So if you're in an established bond with somebody, an established relationship, you're just questioning whether or not it's worth working. And if you're thinking of moving in with them, I think this is a time to actually rethink that, and really rethink if that's the right choice you want to make. And I'm getting from Spirit, after Christmas it'll seem much clearer. So wait till after the holidays, wait till after the new year to see how things go. Okay, and so then over here we have family. And family, I feel like, is I think you wish it was different than it is. Okay? We have the Fool who, is footloose, fancy free, ready to fall off a cliff, looking up, thinking everything is bright and great, and then this little cutie patootie dog nipping at the heels. And when we have this, it's, starting out a new venture and being excited about it and not really seeing any of the negatives of it, and just, willing to go for it no matter what the cost, because you don't understand what the cost truly is yet. And then we have the universe, also known as the World card, in reverse. So things are shifting, and it can be either way. If things are shifting right now, if things have been really complicated in your family, then they're going to turn for the better. If they have been really great right now, then it's time to really pay attention, because something in the family dynamic could break down, and it's going to need your wherewithal, your knowledge, your strength to get through it. Okay? So if we go from it this way, it's you're being completely optimistic about what's going on in your family, and this could be linked to your love life too. You're being completely optimistic about what's going on, but you're not seeing what the true shift that is going on. You're not seeing it for what it really is, and because of that, you're going to have to really dig deep to have a positive outcome. And it's going to be a little bit more challenging for you, because things are going to shift and going to show you the light of what the truth of the matter is. Now, on another aspect is that things are, shifting, and, things have been a little murky, complicated, and things start to look on the up and up. And you have this Fool here who, this is where you get to go, and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't felt this light and airy in so long. And it's this support with your family. It's this idea that, you have them around you, and that even though you're walking close to this edge, your unconditional love, your family is there to support you and warn you of the cliff ahead, And I think the strength here is you could be warning someone because they've fallen on hard times. Your family has, and so you have to have the strength to be positive for them. Or you're the one who, things have shifted, and you're about to go off the edge, and somebody else needs to speak the truth to you. But either way, it's you do need to, delve deep with family and recognize the situation, the truth of it, because it hasn't been clear. Okay, so over here we have the work and career, and it's going fabulous. Libra, holy moly. I mean, it's emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. You're making money. You probably just got a raise, or you're just doing really solid in that way. Like, things look so great for work. It's like so satisfying, and you're just charging ahead and doing what you need to do and being appreciated for it, and just feeling completely at ease and at home in your work and your career. So if you're just starting out on something, continue doing what you're doing because you're doing it right. If you're looking for work and you're out of work, or you don't enjoy the job that you're doing, this is the time to seek it out, to charge ahead, to go and find it, because the next job you have will be very satisfying to you. There's not much I can say except for awesome here. You're doing great, or you are going to do great if you put the work in, if you charge ahead, and you do it. You do it with respect and a level of balance. Yeah, looks great. Finances. You might have to walk away from some investments that you've had, and it's quite troubling to you. You don't understand necessarily why you have to fight for this, but you do. Finances could be a little iffy, but it's not work related. It has to do with your extra money. So it has to do with, like, if you do stocks, or if you have an inheritance, or if you get a gift of some sort that you were expecting, if you own multiple levels of property, things are going to fall through, on that level. And you're going to, you're going to want to, like, go for it, and just be like, oh yes, buy that stock, do this, do that, and go for it. But this is not the time. It doesn't have a really good outcome if you do that, because you're going to have to walk away from those choices that you've made, because they're not going to be beneficial to you. Okay? And if you feel like they really are, and you're willing to stand your ground in whatever investment you're trying to make, I just don't see this as it being the right fight for you, because the Five of Wands is, kind of, in a way, friendly folly. The children fighting, having fun, preparing for the battle many, many days or years ahead. So it's not, it's not a blown out war. It's just kids being kids, having fun. I mean, it could be a quarrel in your life. It could be a quarrel with your family. Not necessarily. Well, yeah, it could be. Or with children. But when it's in the financial area, this really is, no matter what the fight is, it's not going to do anything for the situation. It's not going to solve it. It's not, you standing your ground is not going to change the fact that it was a bad investment. So, I would say save your breath if you can when it comes to that. All right, so let's call on the angels. Okay. Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. So that's really interesting, especially because you have this lovely, in the career work sector, just all positive, really fabulous cards. So I think it is definitely time to take this and spread it out, to take it on the road, take whatever you have been learning, or and that you have been mastering, and give it back. At the same time, while you do that, you will also learn more about yourself, and you will while you're teaching, you will be learning from your students. And I think that is a great little pathway for what's going on financially, is that you have some things that are a little iffy going on. So you could actually kind of turn this around a little bit by doing a workshop and seminar, and filling your heart, but also filling your pocketbook with something that you love to do.